Hi guys, it's Eva and my sketchbook. So I usually don't work in sketchbooks. So if you do, I'm super jealous. But the idea of keeping a sketchbook is really cool. It becomes a diary and it's nice to see the progress. So let's have a look inside. So I have some papers, a note for myself, I guess, and a tracing paper, loose sheets. I'm not sure anymore for what reason. This sketchbook is from 2016, and since then I have been working on loose papers, so some of them I keep, some of them I throw away, and also I have a sketchbook for anatomy at the moment that I'm working in, and a small sketchbook for landscape, but that one is kind of sad and empty. So the first page of this sketchbook is a mess. And I find that quite funny because usually the first page of a sketchbook is like the most amazing, and then the sketchbook never gets finished, right? Because we put the standard so high and then we can't live up to it anymore. So this was quite a clever approach. Make the first page a mess and then finish the sketchbook. So here we are in January of 2016, and these are some figure sketching and more figure sketchings. So I normally work from photo reference, and there are some great resources on the internet. Here I did some Steve Houston course on head drawing, more figure animals, which I like to draw horses a lot, and tigers, some hands, attempt for self-portrait in color, this page is probably my favorite page. So I'm using photo reference as well as I study other artists' work. So it's a mixture of all sorts of things. And here is are some anatomy studies. A study from an artist that I found useful because of the head planes. And this is a really nice page. I should finish it and put it on my wall. And these all are all done from anatomy drawings that you can find online. Some tigers, Nathan Fox portrait study, the famous hand that everybody draw from. More horses, there is a note, head's too small, and proportions. some cubes in perspective, and some scribbles. So we have good art days, bad art days. And here I started Schoolism course from Jonathan Hardesty, Essentials of Realism. And this is not dated, let's have a look. About August in 2016. So this course was really fun and very useful. So I have some notes, some coursework. And we're in September of 2016. So this is a sergeant study, and this is Jonathan's portrait from the course, which was an assignment. And this is a self-portrait. More animals, more notes, still life drawing for the course, a drawing from imagination, and I really like this page, an animal party. That's cool. Some expression studies, as well as some thumbnails and ideas. Figure drawing, a self-portrait, and some thumbnails. So I try to understand and learn how to use values, and I used other artists' work that I liked, that I thought would be useful, and then I had some ideas of my own. And these are Loomis hats, I think, in some madness. Some horses, and this is in October of 2016. So I started to do some perspective, which I should be doing more often. So it is a mixture of studying from photo reference and from other artists' work. This one was from imagination. There is some biro studies. And right now I'm more focused on learning to draw from life, even though I think that is really beneficial to draw from photos if you haven't got access to, for example, live drawing, or I mean, we all have access to go outside and draw from live buildings, environments. So yeah, or make a still life. So that's something that I want to focus on at the moment. self-portrait. And I think what I did with this sketchbook was I marked each page ahead of time, and I said, oh, this page is going to be for portrait, this page is going to be for figure, this page is going to be for animals. Here it says portrait again. It's a mixture of figure and portrait. Here was meant to be perspective, anatomy. So this is what I did with this sketchbook. And this is December of 2016. So here were animals. This was a study from Jennifer Mary. So she did this relief of cherubs, and she's going to do prints from it. I hope. So I really like that drawing of hers. Here I started Nathan Fox's watercolor course, landscape sketching. I have not finished the course, but I really enjoyed the little bit that I worked from it. So I believe this was the coursework, doing some thumbnails in pencil and these are from other artists' works. And these here are some studies from, this is King Shinmoto and this is Danny Galliote. At least I think that's how you pronounce his name. And I really like the sketches of the figure, the quick sketch. And that's the reason why I fall in love with quick sketch in the first place, the works of these two guys. I really enjoyed, and I did some drawings of their work and then I tried to apply that, as you can see here. So here's some ideas for concept art challenge, something like that. Portraits, more concepts, Susan Lee and study, some idea for a project. How cliche is that? A girl and a skull. So this is study from Zhao Mingwu, and we are in January of 2017. This was Jessica Rabbit for Trinket Challenge that I never submitted. I think this was a study from Stephen Azrael. And that's it. Here I tried some ideas for logo design for my pet Instagram. And that's the finished sketchbook. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.